What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be doing a beer battle between Corona Extra and Modelo Especial. Corona Extra coming in at 4.6% ABV. Modelo coming in at 4.4% ABV. These are both 24-ounce cans. Saw these today at a gas station. Decided to pick them up because I've never done this before. I've actually only had this in the can once. I reviewed that, I think, either earlier this year or sometime last year. It's basically just Corona without the skunkiness, which obviously that's what you would expect, and that's probably going to be the same with the Modelo as well. So, I wanted to find out which Mexican beer is the best. So we're going to find that out tonight. So we got the tape on the bottom of the glass that's going to contain the Corona. And obviously we have nothing on the bottom of that glass. That is going to be the Modelo. So the control group here is Corona because when I think of Mexican beer, that's the one I go to. But I also really like Modelo. Actually, this is the #1 beer in America now. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and put the Corona in its designated glass. Now, depending on the colors of these, that's going to determine whether this is going to be a blind taste test or a beer battle or a regular beer battle. So if they look different, I'm going to have my eyes closed. If they look the same, I'm just going to do it as is because obviously I won't know either way. I'm going to pour these very gently because the last couple of times I've done a beer battle, I've completely screwed it up by pouring too hard, then having to stop the video, then take it into some editing software and mash the clips together, and I did not want to have to do that. About 2 1/4 finger head on the Modelo or the Corona. Let's go ahead and get the Modelo in this glass. Again, we're going to pour it roughly. We're going to try to pour it the exact same as we did the Corona. All right. I think we got that roughly the same. Okay, there is obviously a color difference there. Modelo is definitely darker than the Corona. Are those at the same level? They look identical, but maybe just a splash. That looks better. All right, Modelo, Corona. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to mix these up. Wanted to double check, make sure I got those in the right glass because that would be catastrophic. I'm going to close my eyes. We're going to mix these up. Get them all mixed up to where I can't remember which beer is which. Since there's obviously a color difference, this is going to be a blind beer battle. So, let's do it. Just going to mix them up. Nice and good. To where I can't remember which beer is which. I'm basically just jabbering right now, so I'm forgetting which beer is which. I know right now probably all you're seeing is a couple of glasses rotating in front of you, but... Okay. We'll go this way a little bit. Alright. And... done. Hopefully I'm in frame. I always start with the right. So this time we're going to start with the left. Whatever beer this is. Cheers. Okay. That's obviously really good and really refreshing. A little bit of a hoppiness to it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a its own thing going on there. It's got like a hot bite after the finish. It's good though. I like it. There's also some type of, it almost has like an appley, I don't know, like a apple juice or something going on there. I don't know. Beer number 2. Cheers. Okay. This one tastes a little bit more familiar. It's not as bitter as this one. It also has a familiar taste to it as well. It's got a very familiar aftertaste, which kind of tells me already which beer this is. So I don't want to reveal anything too quick because I could be wrong, but yeah, the more I drink that, the more I taste that standard taste you get with that beer. You kind of just know just by tasting it which beer is which. They are really similar though. Like I couldn't really tell you definitively that beer is better than that beer. They're both good. I think at the moment I do have one right now that's actually standing out a little bit more than the other. Let's go back to this one real quick. Ow. Yep. Okay. I think I've made my decision. Let's figure out first which beer is which. I think this is the Corona and this is the Modelo. Now, which beer do I like the best? Well, for one, let me open my eyes, and obviously, easy, I was right about which beer is which. Now, which beer do I like the best? Well, obviously, like I said earlier, they're both great beers. Would drink either one of them. And normally I wouldn't do this. I've always been a Corona fan. I've always been very partial to Corona. I love Corona. I am a very big Corona fan. It's the first beer I ever had. So it's got a special place for me. However, today the Modelo Especial is tasting a little bit better. It's a little bit smoother. It's crisper. It just tastes better. So with that being said, your winner today for this beer battle is Modelo Especial. So we can move Corona out of the way. This is the champ right now. It's a good beer. It's crushable. It's definitely crushable. I can definitely see why it is the #1 beer in America. I mean, this would be an excellent choice for really any occasion. Put that there. I'm going to get a couple more sips on this. Yeah. It kind of has that same type of hop bitterness that the Corona has, but this is more subdued. This one's more smooth than the Corona. Although they're both pretty smooth, they're both pretty light. But this is the one that I would want to drink the most at the moment. Would be interesting to try them both out of the bottle, though. Do a beer battle with them both out of the bottle. Not sure which beer would win that one. It's a good beer. Now, I can't remember how much I paid for these. It was probably just under $3 per can, maybe a little over 3. I got it from a gas station, so prices are usually higher at gas stations, at least around me. But that's the video, guys. Modelo defeats Corona Extra. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below. If you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, cheers.